last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will have revenge.
Ursa commissioned you to make me into Snow White? I'm gonna look at downloading Vintage Story today. Or just watch all the Vintage Story streams instead of playing. Sorry, I threw up in my mouth a little bit there. I think I'm Spider-Man. Wait, hang on. That's all I do though. I ran out of time. I was trying to give him a nice beard. And I ran out of time and I couldn't finish the beard. Sorry, I don't know how that happened. I'd love to be the thing that fills your Loots Magoots shaped hole, but I can't. Whee! I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Bubbles, 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 bubbles. Give me the bubbles. Give me the bubbles. Okay. No one flirts like Gaston, makes it work like Gaston. No one drops down that booty and twerks like Gaston. A jovial moistenus. I get to play the French girl. Maybe someone will paint me. What do I gotta do? I gotta mingle? Ugh. This is gonna be the hardest part of this whole game. What do I do? Yes. Hi, is this mingling? Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Oh, whoa, right through my neck. Okay, all right, I'm gonna leave. Can I talk to you?
Rough night.
Introvert mingling. This is like my Dark Souls right here.
Then do it, but it will not be a victory for you. And of course you must be willing to die, to kill us all.
You know what?
And your friends.
She must have not seen my Dragon Age playthrough.
But I hold the answers to
I got nothing left to lose.
Be careful, Ryder. It's a long way down.
I know. You don't have to tell me twice. Maybe 3 times. And I'll probably still forget if I didn't write it down. And then if I wrote it down, I have to remember where I wrote it down. But after that, I'll get it.
I'm not gonna get much sleep tonight, am I?
What does this mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, hey, it's this guy without a face. I think I already have it. But I hope I do. If I can get it here. Hang on, hang on. I'm psyching myself out now. Hold on. Katie Sackhoff, the actress. Why am I blanking on the character's name? Oh no, it's Diner Bob all over again. It's Dexter Jetster all over again. Don't give me any hints.
Cabbage.
I didn't want to do that. Dang it. Now we gotta parkour our way through this again. Let's see how fast we can go. Oh, geez. My bad. My B. Here, let's try that again. My bad, chat. My bad. Like, oh, thank goodness, guys. Whew, that one was hard, but we did it. We won the game. Where's Clumsy? We're doing parkour. Parkour. I know this is optional. This is where I would rage quit. Really? Somebody edit in me just like cutting to black right there, please. Don't worry, I'll take care of that for you later. All right, hi everybody. How we doing today? Good morning. It is, what day is it? Friday, January. Good Lord, what is, hang on. hang on. Let's start this over. There we go. Okay. All right. Are we ready? Hello, everyone. Good morning. It is July 25th, 2025. It's the pre-work coffee hour. It's Friday. The coffee's hot. The hour is early. My blue t-shirt is poking through. There we go. Fixed it. Nobody noticed a thing. The Phantom Menace is clumsy for the 155th? 155th. 100 and... Yeah. That's right. Why does it sound wrong? 155th. Yes. Okay. No, I'm right. And speaking of that, I wanted to check the current rank because Ursa said that she was gonna leave Clumsy as the Phantom Menace, like one before. So you still got a little ways to go. You got a little bit of a comfortable lead there. So you can try that. You can try that if you want. Let's see. Thank you for that, Clumsy. And then thank you to the following for clocking in for their shifts. We have Mute, we have Reaper, and we have Ursa. Thank you guys. It's so good to see you. We made it to Friday. I almost typed in the description that this is the last stream of the week, but that's not true. We still have tomorrow morning, where I guess I'll play Death Stranding for 3 hours. Yeah. That'll be the last stream for a while. What if I just took an entire month off now? Just like right when Lutz came back, I'm like, peace out. It's my turn now. Bye. I do think the week off from streaming is going to be good for me. But I do I have this feeling that I would like to take some time off sometime soon. Sometime maybe in August, to get things prepared for Swole Temper, you know? I don't know. Just kind of get myself all refreshed and ready to go. 400 stream streak. That is not missing a stream for over a year. That is wild. I'm just worried I won't be able to wake up early enough. I'll be in a different time zone. Okay, so what time will it be at 6 a.m.? So at 6 a.m. Central Standard Time is where I am. Are you moving to Central? Obviously, you don't have to dox exactly where you are, but are you going to be in the old Central Standard Time? Yeah. Oh, cool. Oh, come on. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Do you have early classes, or were you smart and you picked later in the day classes? I can't decide which would have been better for me. When I was in college, I didn't like waking up early, so I get it. So I would have preferred to have later classes, but my school didn't exactly have a way for you to pick like later. The classes were when the classes were, and you took the classes that your major corresponded with, you know? And so if those classes were at 7 a.m., those classes were at 7 a.m., you know? But anyway, all right, well, we'll see. Just more coffee, exactly. That's all you need. Yeah. MRSA is tied with Lutz. Where is MRSA? Oh yeah. Lutz was getting it for quite a while there. He was pretty consistently checking in and getting the Phantom. None of the art students were at orientation at the same time as me, so I basically got a private session with the class organizer. Nice. You got to pick your times. Okay. Well, then I don't really blame you. If you get to pick your times, totally understandable that you wouldn't pick, you know, a 7:30. You should pick a 7:45 a.m. class right after the pre-work coffee hour ends. Ask them, excuse me, do you have Art Through the Ages or History of Art available at 7:45 a.m. each morning? That's a very specific time. Why would you need that? Well, hear me out. The pre-work coffee hour is very important. But we don't currently have a class at 7:45 a.m. Could you make one for me? I'm gonna go ahead and put this guy up on the. I'm gonna put him up on the TV and behind you, so it'll look like I'm speaking to you, and listening to what you're saying about, I don't know, Rembrandt. Is that who you're gonna learn about? Rembrandt? But really, I'll be watching this guy. That'd be so weird. Just make your college experience weird, you know? Have fun with it. Make it really weird for everyone involved. You wouldn't be an art major if you didn't make it just a little weird, you know? Excuse me, do you have any gray poo? I don't want to say that. The original is Grey Poupon, and Poonan sounds really weird. Yeah, it's okay, Clumsy. Let's wrap this thing up. Let's just go. Well, Poonan. Poo and poop are like, it's the same thing. Oops, sorry. It's the same thing. I didn't say poop non for a reason. You just said poo non. Poo? Or, okay, yeah, because it's Grey Poupon, which I gotta say, as far as mustards go, first off, Grey Poupon had probably one of the best marketing campaigns of any of the big mustards, any of the top 5 big musts. Grey Poupon had the best marketing campaign. Have you even been marketed by another mustard company? No. Only been Grey Poupon. But it helps that Grey Poupon is also kind of delicious. It kind of works for me. Let me look at something real quick since we're talking about Grey Poupon. How do you pronounce Grey Poupon? I know you're all... I feel like I should know this because I was the target audience for all of these, but let's just make sure.
Grey Poupon.
Yeah.
Grey Poupon.
So if it's it's just Grey Poonan. So Clumsy probably has no idea what we're talking about. Clumsy, do you know about the Grey Poupon commercials? You might not. Do we need to watch some Grey Poupon commercials? You hate mustard. Okay. So when we were growing up, because I'm years old, there was this just weird, all of a sudden, commercial push for this brand called Grey Poupon. Oh my gosh, they're from the 80s. Okay, they went all the way through the 80s and the 90s. Let me see if I can find one that I would have. 1990. This is probably... Hang on. I know I'm not showing you yet. I just want to make sure that this is... The one I remember specifically is a lady driving up in a car and saying like, "Excuse me, sir, do you have any Grey Poupon?" Is it this one? It might be this one. No. Oh, this is one from this is an old one. Where is the one with the lady? Do you know which one I'm talking about, Urson? What is a poupon? It's a type of mustard. I guess I don't know. Hang on. What is? Watch it be French. Poupon refers to a component of the brand Grey Poupon, a Dijon mustard. Grey Poupon is a well-known brand of Dijon mustard. The name comes from the two founders of the original mustard company in France. I knew it was a French. I knew the French are in everything. It is often associated with a sense of luxury and sophistication, partly due to its famous advertising campaign featuring a request for Grey Poupon from one luxury car to another. So that is the original. That's this one, I believe. Here, let's watch this one.
The finer things, happily some are affordable, like Grey Poupon Dijon mustard.
Yeah.
So fine, it's even made with white wine.
Pardon me, would you have any Grey Poupon? But of course.
Grey Poupon, one of life's finer
Poupon.
pleasures.
Oh, you gotta say it with the French. Grey Poupon. Grey Poupon. Okay. So that's kind of like the original. Those are old. Those are really old. Even myself wouldn't remember that. They made a newer one. Probably in like the late 90s, where it's the same idea. It's a guy in a fancy car, and this lady pulls up in a not so fancy car and says the whole, you know, excuse. Oh, wait, no. Oh my gosh. This goes so much deeper. So that is the original Grey Poupon commercial. I just remembered. Then they parodied that commercial. They parodied that commercial for this. Oh my gosh, I am having a moment. Hang on, watch this, guys.
Excuse me.
This is it.
Sir? Do you have a cellular phone?
Why, yes, I do.
Oh, so do I.
Ameritech has made cellular much more affordable.
That's the one
Sign
right
up
there.
now and save over $100.
That is the one that I remember as the Grey Poupon commercial, but really it's a parody of the original Grey Poupon commercial. Because I remember this lady pulling up in a red car and saying, excuse me, do you have any Grey Poupon? And the guy saying no, and her saying, I do, and laughing. But apparently it was a parody. It was a parody commercial, or not. I guess you wouldn't call it a parody. What would you call this? Inspiration. It was an inspiration from the Grey Poupon commercials. This is the one I remember. And there's still the Grey
Excuse me,
Poupon mustard.
Sir? Do you have a cellular phone?
Why, yes, I do.
Oh,
I love her laugh.
so do I.
She screams. Wait.
Ameritech has made
Why did she
cellular
scream? Oh, I love that so much. I love that scream. Hold on. I gotta hear it again.
Ameritech is
I wish I could have that laugh and that scream without the lady saying Ameritech cellular phone. My dad had that phone too. That one is just really funny because it's referencing something else. Anyway, that's the Grey Poupon ninth circle of the French meaning for Poupon. It does have a meaning in French. In the context of Grey Poupon, Poupon is not a standalone word with a meaning outside of the brand. However, Poupon itself does mean babe in arms. So weird name. And Lars, you say Poupon means baby doll? I guess I could see that. Baby doll. So Grey baby doll? It's just weird that they use that. I guess it just sounded fancy. Grey Poupon. Apparently it's a common reference. In French, right? Yeah, you're right. Yeah. French to English. Doll. Doll, baby doll, little baby. Yeah. Interesting. Anyway, sorry we got off on that rabbit hole. How did we get there? New check-ins. Whenever you clock in now, you get, I do. God, somebody could isolate just that laugh and that scream. Do I have any sound engineers in here? I don't know if my Audacity skills can do that. Because I want to get it before she starts talking. Like, I want that laugh to come through, but I don't want the Ameritech wireless, you know. Oh, Reaper too. Yeah, I could, but I'm too tired. I get you. I've heard the same conversation between another American and an actual French person. Really? That's interesting. So somebody, they met a French person and they're like, I gotta know. Tell me, what is Grey Poupon? Like, what does that mean? That used to be how we would find out how words mean. We'd have to like ask someone who knows. You said excuse me to Clumsy. I said Grey Pounon. Oh yeah, that's right. I was trying to get away from Grey Pounon. And I don't care if you hate it. I'm putting it all over my sandwich. Okay, but all jokes aside, Grey Poupon does, as the kids say, it does slap. I like it quite a bit. I don't have it very often, but I do like my grainy gray mustards, you know? Yeah, see, it was too close to that word. Yeah, if there was an I on the end of it, I'd be very worried. Yeah, this is a family channel. Lars, don't ruin this for me. That's why, like, when she first said it, I almost didn't say it. I was like, ugh. Man. Gray mustard? Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's fully gray. Totally. But it does have this kind of gray. Here, I'll actually, through all our jokes, I didn't actually show you the product itself. I mean, I shouldn't be doing free advertising. So kind of what I guess this one here is more kind of yellowy, but the one I'm thinking of, it has like the Grey Poupon has, here we go, like their Country Dijon that has some of that. It's like grainy, you know, and I actually really like the grainy ones better than the smooth. Same with orange juice. I prefer my orange juice to have extra pulp. There's just something about the texture I really like. Bebo. Yes, you can't. Yeah, you can't. It is just basic Dijon. It was decent Dijon with good marketing. And I mean, it's craft, you know? Yeah. Made in the original French style. But I don't know. I guess maybe you wouldn't call that too gray. There's other ones that are grayer. Gray mustards. I really like. Oh, I love putting this grainy mustard on a dog. Oh, so good. It's very strong. Yeah, like this one kind of. I don't know. Maybe gray's not the right word, but you know. Ursa brought up mustard in your Discord as well. Ursa, what are you doing? Okay, we need to all send containers of Grey Poupon. Why is this $150? Hold, please. Grey Poupon Harvest Coarse Ground Mustard, $149.88. Hold on. Just making sure. Am I gonna pop up? Whenever you go to a selling site, you gotta make sure your location isn't just gonna pop up. Grey Poupon Harvest Coarse Ground Mustard, 8 ounces, made with whole mustard seeds. $149. A gallon from Amazon is headed your way. I'm a fan of mustard. I'm a, you know, especially these stone ground. Why is this $149? Last one. There's been 18 sold. I feel like I can go and find this in a store. Okay, fine. You know what? It's not so bad when you consider with Klarna, you can get it for $51.13 a month for probably 5 months because of the interest. That's a bargain. Check the description. Great for sandwiches. There's their AI description. Is there more of a description than this? Emma's everything. Do they just jack the price up of something? I mean, here's a Country Dijon for $6.77. Do they just jack the price up because it's the last one they have left? Like maybe they have some kind of like algorithm that when we're about to sell out on a product, jack the price up. Just in case some sucker. Oh, here we go. Grey Poupon, brand new, ships in 24 hours. Grey Poupon Harvest Coarse Ground Mustard, 8 ounce. They're just quoting probably from their website. A favorite for years. Ships in 24 hours. Inventory location 5166. What is it? That's just gotta be. That's just, yeah. Inflated for places that people can't get it? I guess. Like if you're, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I mean, here's this one over here that's a 2-pack for $80.95. Huh. Weird. It's got to be an algorithm thing. It's got to be yeah, I don't know. All right. There's shipping info that has more. Let me see. Let me go back. Ships in 24 hours. About this item. About this seller. Similar items. That's just so weird. There's ratings. There's ratings for these two. Just what I wanted. Great communication, sensible packaging, speedy shipping. Okay. Condition, home and garden. Where'd you see shipping stuff? Can someone explain to me how it got to Mustard Bogan? It's all Ursa's fault. Hi, Bogan. Thanks for clocking in. Good to see you. I'll get off of this in just a second. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything here. Oh, okay. That was before I read it. I read it later. Okay, I gotcha. So yeah, I mean, the item description is just pretty basic. I don't see anything on this page that's like, this is like ultra limited edition mustard for the Europeans who can't have because this is a very American product, right? From Kraft. All right. It's Friday, Mustard Appreciation Day. Exactly. Let's get off of this. Let's go to our game, shall we? Since it's Friday. How you guys doing today? How are you? I absolutely love when we go off on rabbit holes on a Friday. I really do. I hope you guys like it as well, because I'd love to do more of that. But it requires you to think quick on your feet, and sometimes I can do that, and other times I cannot. What's your drug of choice? Yellow, honey? I'm not a big honey mustard guy. I like my mustard to be like, what's the title of the video? The one that I was saying before. Let me find it again for you so I can actually link you the right one. Where's my history? There it is. Share. Oh, I gotta copy it. Boop. There you go. Had apple bacon mustard locally and it ruined all others. Ooh, bacon mustard. You know, I was a part of the generation that created the whole bacon craze of the 2000s, I guess. Especially like, oh, maybe even of the 10s. Because it's kind of an internet meme too, to be like, lols, me loves bacons. You know what I mean? Hey, Aaron, thanks for clocking in. So that was my generation. We're responsible for that. I'm so sorry. You know, I like bacon, but like, it didn't need to be our personality, you know? Ooh, Bogan, dad joke. Do you want Star Wars dad joke or do you want the app? It was more smoky than bacony. Okay. If it's like smoked like bacon. Clumsy, I'm the most millennial person you probably know, unfortunately. We started it all. We did start that fire, unfortunately. But you know what? Every generation has their cringe. Ours is just lol XD random, you know? Page 9, okay. I think there are worse things for millennials to have been cringe about, you know? There's 2 jokes on this page. Give me a 1 or a 2, please. It's a bit salty with some smokiness, and you get a hint of sweet apple after the mustard taste. I would try that for sure. I like trying new hot sauces and I like trying new mustards too. Usually for Christmas, like Ashley gets me some kind of like meat charcuterie board that has some kind of interesting mustard. Now those are good, where it has like some crackers, some summer sausage, some sharp cheddar cheese, and a grainy Dijon mustard. You stack that all together with the crackers. My mouth is watering right now. Number 1, how many rebels does it take to transmit stolen Death Star plans? This is very fitting. 1 and or 2. Get it? Wait. I only want to show you this one. Get it? Because... cricket sound. I just found out about the Xennial Stare. Ursa laughed. Hey, thanks, Ghost. I get a visceral reaction, but only because I used to talk that way when I was younger. Probably influenced by like the older people, the older millennials in your life, you know? Yeah, I used to do a lot of I tell my wife this all the time. I said, you know, 2010 to 2012, maybe a little longer, that me era is my least favorite era of me. Because I don't know. I feel like I'm glad there's not like a lot of stuff online existing from that time. Not because I was problematic. I like to think that I wasn't ever, but you know, I definitely had my moments, but I just didn't broadcast them on the internet like a fool. Anyway, but during that time, I was watching a lot of YouTube, and that was very much like the millennial YouTube era was strong. Was like, you know, I don't even know. I hate to even say the guy I was watching because this person now I completely disavow. Will you guys judge me? At the time, a lot of people watched this person, but a lot of my humor was developed during this time. And I was a fully grown man too, you know, like, so this was kind of, Ray William Johnson was one of the shows I would watch. There you go, Ghost, you got it. Tobuscus, Toby Turner. And the way that he like did his humor, I like really latched onto, and not like fully emulated, but definitely influenced a lot. Yeah, that guy, yeah, he is very disappointing. He made very funny little songs about Minecraft, and now he's an alt-writer. I'm like, whoa. And so many people like that, where it's just like they weren't really, they kind of apolitical at the time, or at least to my knowledge, you know, and it just like snowballed now into all the, I remember a few years ago being like, what happened to that guy? I didn't stop watching him for any particular reason other than I feel like I aged. I'm like, I'm a grown man with a family. I got to stop this, you know, even before I had a kid. And then I checked in with him, and I'm like, whoa. It's funny, I don't really know who you're talking about. That's probably okay. We're talking very far back. Stop it. Don't do this to me. Let me complete all those. And that's not included in the whole court case. Yeah, are you talking about like the allegations against him? So it's funny. It's like what happened was he had allegations of, I think, essentially SA, right? And then he went down the road of deny, and blamed the woman. And then that just kind of shifted him right down into like being, and maybe he was on the right the whole time, right? Maybe he was always that guy and he just didn't talk about it. Very likely. But I think his cancellation, him not taking accountability for what he did, caused him to become defensive. And then the only people who would defend him are, you know. Anyway, so yeah, that era, I'm not really a fan of. I don't know. It was very millennial. It was very millennial coded for sure. And so I don't know. I just grew out of it after a while, and I was like, I don't really like this type of humor anymore. I do not speak the same way that I used to speak when back in, from 2010 to 2012. And you got to understand, like my time on the internet pre 2010 was very like guarded and secretive in the fact that like I was at home, right? So like I didn't really like interact a lot. I just, I consumed the internet, obviously, but like, it wasn't until I became like an adult where I was like, I don't know, what am I trying to say? Like I tried to, I consumed the internet in a very different way when I got out of the house, you know? Remember Shay Carl? Yes. Yeah. He had a whole mess too, right? I didn't watch him when he was big, but I knew who he was, you know? Yeah. He had so many messes. Yeah. And yeah. As a lot of them did. I do miss Markiplier and Jack seeming a lot happier in that era. They both seem war-torn now. Yeah, I feel like most of us after 2020 now seem like just we've seen some stuff, you know? I'm putting myself in the same category as Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, but, you know. Yeah, definitely like happier times underneath the surface, but I feel like we probably all had our stuff that we needed to work on. You used to watch Shay Carl back in the day. I wasn't really into vlogs until I started watching Casey Neistat. And like, so I still wasn't into the traditional vlogs. I thought they were very boring, but I was into these like cinematic, set up a cool shot, like have a theme throughout the vlog, like those kind of videos. I really like those. I watched Casey Neistat for quite a while. Okay, we should probably do Star Wars Guesser too, right? Here, I have it up. We can keep talking though. Keep going. I love some good YouTube nostalgia. Yeah, I used to have Toby Turner Tobuscus t-shirt. I used to have his poster on my wall. Gosh, I could show you the cringiest picture ever. You DM'd me the edit. You did not do that quick. Hold on. No way. No way. All right, you guys ready? Oh no. Hold on, let me try to get this louder. Where's that coming through? Okay, it's coming through there. Do we need a redeem for this one? That's pretty funny. Who was that? Was that like somebody? Was that somebody like famous at the time? Thank you so much, Reaper. That is too nice. What do we think, guys? Do we think sound redeem? Sound redeem? That way when I tell a funny joke, I don't have to play my own laugh track. Can you imagine instead of like the crickets, it's just oh man. I'm so glad I missed out on all the YouTubers. Really? I don't know. I had a good time. I'm trying to think if there's anybody from back in the day that I would say is still like pretty unproblematic. You know what? I gotta say, the person I've loved following the most, and I'm not about to say that this person is perfect. I'm sure that they have, you know, they're a human being, so they're gonna have their own issues and stuff like that. But you know, I really loved following over the years and still do, is Philip DeFranco. I have loved following that guy throughout. Like SourceFed was like one of my favorite things, kind of in that same era. That was kind of like right after Toby Turner era was like SourceFed. He started like this little company and he had a bunch of really funny people like working. Kind of how like Smosh is doing it now, kind of. Only it, you know, is still going unlike that. But like Phil doing like the news and stuff and like finally moving out of LA and being in, I think he's in Georgia now. You think that he's annoying? I guess I could see why the cadence in which he speaks some people wouldn't like, but I think it's just because I've followed him so long. I like him. I don't watch his news stuff every day. I'll be honest. Sometimes I'm just like, I don't need the news right now, Phil. I do the logs of the team. So you were like an old SourceFed fan as well. I do like when he involved his team more, but I think I understand why he's moved the way that he has, to where he does still have like a team, but they're not like publicly facing, so that they don't have to face any backlash on anything. You know, they can just do their job. You know. So yeah, I would say I'm still a Philip DeFranco fan, and he's gone through his own like evolution over the years. I never watched him during the SXE Phil era, which I understand to be a very problematic era for him, that he has addressed and been like, that's not cool, I shouldn't have done that. Very like, you know, kind of some misogynistic type stuff. Really early YouTube kind of hit off on stuff like that, you know. Mr. Ballin, or whoever my friends. Mr. Ballin. Who's Mr. Ballin? Yeah, but I do miss like SourceFed days. I miss the crew that worked for Phil back in the day. But like generally, I think, you know, he's a very smart guy, and I'm very surprised he's still doing it. I think he always said, like, I think I'm going to dip out after Trump's term is done. I think I'm going to be done. And then like the world kind of fell apart with 2020. And I think he's like, I guess I'm just going to keep doing this, you know? But yeah. Also the Mr. Beast guy, I don't get the big deal with him. I know he did a lot with his money, which is good, but how did he become so big? Yeah, it's kind of like obfuscating. Mr. Beast good was obfuscated content creation. Thank you. Mr. Ballin. Who's Mr. Ballin? I don't know who that is. Who is that? Did I just read it wrong? Mr. Ballin? Am I supposed to know who that is? Hi, Ams. Sorry, Ams. We were talking about my old YouTube. I almost said my old YouTube crushes. Why did I say that? I didn't mean it like that. I didn't say it, and then I did say it. Anyway, hi, Ams. Thanks for clocking in. Good to see you. Good to see you. How's it going? Are you exhausted from your vacation? Oh, it's a YouTube, but we can just guess. We can just guess now. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I'm not like a big Mr. Beast fan. Like it feels exploitative. It feels like I don't know. It feels very what's the word for it where it's like utopian or dystopian. There we go. Feels very dystopian that like a YouTuber has to do that. And like honestly, he said that. He's like, it's kind of weird that like I have to be the one to provide healthcare for people, but I will. But I feel like he could do more. He could do more with his platform, you know. Ams, you're just in time for Star Wars guesser. Who do you want me to guess first, Ams? I'll leave the first one for you. Guess the character. Any character. One of the affiliations of Resistance. Is it a Star Wars joke? Star Wars is the joke to you. Am I a joke to you? Hang on. I'm going to do this. Am I a joke to you? Oh, service is out. Oh, no. Oh, no. They don't have Kazuto Kazono. Oh, no, guys. She lost her service. Rats. All right, it's not Poe Dameron. It is a man, though. What is the guy's name? He's J.J. Abrams' friend, who's in like everything. Wex? Was that his character name? No. What was his? You guys know who I'm talking about? Oh, you want me to try Jar Jar? Okay, I'll do Jar Jar. Jar Jar Binks. Wrong. Wedge's son? Really? J.J. Abrams' like friend who's in. So would he be in Antilles? Are you just making a joke about Wex? Wex is Wedge's son. The guy that's the protege of the alien guy in the Pratt movies. Chris Pratt. Man, it's wild how much I like Chris Pratt from like Parks and Rec era. And then he got muscles, and I don't know. Again, one of those people that you think, was he always that way? Was he always, you know? I don't know. I'm sure there's worse people in the world, but K.K. Abrams? I fully forget the name of Yondu Odanto in Guardians of the Galaxy. I like the original Guardians of the Galaxy. 2 I didn't like so much. 3 is just okay. I thought the first one was good. He got muscles and I got confused feelings. Yeah. Could this be Resistance Man? It could also be the guy from Lord of the Rings, the guy who was like, when Poe says somehow Palpatine has returned, and he then explains to him how it wasn't somehow, it was cloning dark arts, the dark side, you know. Was Wedge's son's name, was it Wex? I don't remember. I don't remember that he had a son in canon. Has Sean Gunn been in Star Wars? I don't think so. I don't think so. The new Superman guy wants to be in Star Wars. That would be a good idea to put him in Starfighter. I'm just saying. Put that man in Star Wars Starfighter, please. Next to Ryan Gosling. He marries a woman with a son. Huh. My extended universe lore is not, yeah. That's who you're thinking of. Yeah, I don't think Sean Gunn's been in a Star Wars. I'm thinking of the guy, he's kind of a bigger guy, but he's got like black hair, the black beard. He was like, he's always in J.J. Abrams stuff. But maybe I should pick some more or less obscure characters. Do you guys know the name of the character that the Lord of the Rings guys does? You can't find Sippency? Bam, 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 bam. Let me go to general. Bam, bam. I think. Wait, where is Sippency? Oh, it's in Community, like where the isms and the Bebo isms are, but that's fine. You don't have to put it in there. I lied. It won't paste. You lied. He plays Kraglin. That always makes me think of the Kraggle from Lego. Yeah, Darth Kraggle, the piece of resistance. Kraggle from KOTOR. The political climate has me worried about the next Star Wars. See the Empire were the good guys all along. I would surely hope after Andor. I hope that Star Wars becomes Resistance media. Honestly, okay. I'm just gonna say something really quick. We don't have to talk about it because genuinely, I don't think that this show is good. I think that it does some pretty horrible things. So I'm not putting a stamp of approval on the show. In fact, I quite dislike the show. However, what South Park did to TURMP is that's gonna make them mad. I'm not saying I approve of that show at all. I think there's some deeply problematic and horrible things that those guys do under the guise of like, you should be able to say whatever you want, like the centrist we should be able to say the N-word kind of people. But however, this resistance media that we're seeing from like within these giant corporations where they sign a $1.something billion contract and then immediately drop like the grossest thing I've ever seen against Trump is pretty it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. And yeah, and what CBS did to Colbert, and Colbert just basically giving him the middle finger and being like, F you, you know? It's just like, this is what we need some insiders of people who are like inside these corporations to just be as disruptive as possible. And yeah, some people are probably going to lose their jobs, you know, but I mean, we'll see if they're even able to cancel a contract though, you know. We need to see you next Tuesday kind of saying for that man, taste ripe urine man, please. Yeah, I'm used to spelling it because sometimes I don't want Zeke to like. At one point we were talking and he like repeated something that we had said that was very true, right? But like he doesn't understand audience yet and like how he should like not repeat everything. So we now have to be kind of careful about what we talk about around him. And we have a lot of our best conversations when he goes to bed, you know? I heard a thing that I want to happen. Colbert and Jon Stewart going to PBS streaming a single-handedly funding PBS. That'd be awesome. Yeah. Yeah. I'm scared of using the name as its verb. Yeah, I get you. Yeah. Yeah, you don't even want to use it in that regard. That has nothing to do with him, you know? Guys, it's getting wild. Can we just say, like, I know we're probably all trying to, like, have some kind of form of escapism. Things are going a mile a minute, and I don't know what's gonna happen. I think something's gonna happen, but I don't know. HBO snags them all up. That's a good guess too. Yeah. It's Friday and we agreed we can talk politics as much as TOS lets you. True. Yeah, I mean, theoretically, I'm not supposed to when I'm not in the politics thing, but I tell you what, I'm not doing it until Hassan does it. I'm not streaming in the politics category until he does. And he might now. I don't watch him, so he might now. But I know back when that first was announced, he was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it either. Who is Hassan? We don't even have to go down that rabbit hole. He's a streamer. Politics streamer, bro. I know, you're right, Lars. Listen, Ashley's been saying it to me. I need to listen to my wife. Yeah, we don't talk about how hot he is, okay? I'm gonna ban his name. Oh, you know he's a streamer. You're making an old time joke. Oh, hang on, I got something for that. You're just making a little old timey joke. That's the guy, Ursa, that you're. Hang on, sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm making an old timer joke. Oh. Excuse me, sorry. Cut. I told my doctor about my phlegm. I said, I'm very phlegmy. And he's like, it could be like an allergy thing. I was like, maybe, but like, I don't know what it would be for because it feels like it's all year round. And he said, let's get your diabetes under control and we'll tackle that next. I'm like, okay, all right. I love my doctor. I'm so lucky. Okay, yeah, what is his name though? What is his name? What is his name here? That's the guy I'm talking about. What is his name in lore? This is the guy. Temmin Wexley. I said it 3 times. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. He's not. No. Snap. His name's Snap Wexley, isn't it? They don't have our boy Wexley in here. I think that's Wex is what I was thinking of when I said Wex. Hassan Poker. You know, I probably agree with Hassan on probably like most of the stuff that he talks about. I'm just not a huge fan of his. I should drop it. I'm just not a huge fan of his. There we go. That's a great way to say it. Why'd I hide the game? I didn't do it on purpose. You saw Porker? Hassan Porker. That sounds mean though. He's very fit, I guess. I could get into it, but it's not important. There's way more important things to complain about. Much more powerful people, you know? Okay, so it's not Snap Wexley. I guess is Snap his nickname and his actual name is Temmin Wexley? He's not in here though. But that Wexley was the name I had like stuck in my name somewhere. It's a revolving door of topics. But Bebo's kind of right. Excuse me. I'm not making fun of the guy, but how Ghost typed it and showed up in my window. It did look like Porker to me too. I don't get it. Twitch chat is annoying on desktop too. Most recent chat gets cut off. Really? That is really annoying. You have to like scroll down. Hey, Persephone clocked in 12 minutes ago. Persephone, I'm so sorry. We're distracted, or I'm distracted. You guys are distracting and I'm distracted. It doesn't do that in mod view. Really? Huh. General Hux, since he's a spy, Yeah, I mean, one of the Resistance. I was gonna guess, let's try to do somebody like a little closer to it. And that's just one of the affiliations, so it could be even somebody like Lando Calrissian. It could be, there's just so many people right now it could be. We could try Finn. Nope. Inferno Squad. Then it is, oh wait, it's a man. Okay, wait. So in this is from Battlefront 2, you had, what's the name of the main character lady? And then she had a guy who was her love interest. I think it started with a K, and he met Luke Skywalker. He met Luke Skywalker in that game, and Luke gave like probably one of the best Luke speeches I think I've ever heard in like ever. Del Meeko. It's not Del Meeko. Wait, who is it then? Inferno Squad, Lando Calrissian. It's not Del Meeko? Multi-billion-dollar company does nothing to prove they're at more at 11. Twitch is weird. They're weird. I don't understand it. I get it's a big corporation. I don't know how to run a big corporation either. It's just weird. So it's not Del. It's somebody related to Lando. Did we ever meet Lando? One of the affiliations, Inferno Squad. So Inferno Squad is a squad that Del and what was the name of the lady in Battlefront 2? It's been a while. That campaign was fun. I wonder if I should play that again. The Battlefront 2 campaign is pretty fun. From what I remember. Who could this be? And she went on to leave the Empire and join the Rebels, and then was in the Battle of Jakku, actually. At the end of the Empire and the beginning of the New Republic and the Resistance, you know? And then I think her and her daughter was in the Resistance, like, later on. Sorry for the spoilers if you haven't played Battlefront 2, but... A lot of times you can get Battlefront 2 for either really cheap or free. And if you don't have it, you should play that campaign. One of the related characters, Lando Calrissian. It's not him, right? Skin color blue. Is it Yondu? Blue skin. Is it Shriv? Yes, it's Shriv. I thought it was going to be a human, but I noticed that they never had a human. He was in Battlefront. I also think he was in the X-Wing game too, like the Squadrons. I think he was in that too. Mrs. Nonder. Oh, I hate this. Yeah, he's a very interesting looking fellow, is he not? The big head. It's kind of shiny a little bit. I never would have been able to know his name until I saw him. Like, I would not have recalled his name for sure. Hi, Mrs. Nonder. Thanks for clocking in for your shift. It's about time. You're not late though, so that's good. Ooh, a date. Wait, hang on. Do I get a say in this? I don't know if I approve. Not to be controlling, but... All right. Let's go to picture. These ones are usually a little easier. I'm getting some greens and some reds. Might be... who is that? Okay, it's the guy from Rogue One, Baze Malbus. Guy with the gun, exactly. For some reason, his name really sticks with me. I like Baze Malbus and Chirrut Imwe. I like them as a couple. Not romantically, I don't think. I mean, maybe, but, you know. I always thought he was Blaze. Blaze up, 420. All right. Any character name, Baze Malbus. All right, wait. I mean, we got to do... We have to do Saw Gerrera. One of these days we'll be right. Okay. Holy cow, that's a lot of stuff, right? A male human, brown dark skin, force sensitive, no. Not Rogue One, not Andor, not Clone Wars, not Bad Batch, not Rebels, not Star Wars Jedi. Ooh, we're so close. Not Rebellion, not Pilots. Is it who is it? It is always males. Yeah, the governor did he pass away recently, the actor? Carl Weathers. What was his name in the show though? Yeah. Because I don't see Mandalorian in any of those appearances. What was his name? It's not Carl Weathers. I mean, that's the actor's name, but what is his name? Anybody remember? Grief Karga. You're right. Grief Karga, not cargo. Ooh, look at you. Mute. Came in clutch. Am I wrong? Did Carl Weathers die? Yeah, he did. He did in February. I thought I remembered that. Carl Weathers, no. He died in February. February 2024 at the age of 76. I remember this happening and being like, oh, that stinks, because they had just moved into, I mean, obviously the death of anyone is sad, but he had just like moved into that town that he was the mayor or whatever of. So I had assumed he was gonna have like a big part in everything. No, that wasn't. So yeah, that was a different guy as the editor in chief of the Daily Planet. That was somebody else. So yeah, rest in peace. The Mandalorian movie will not be the same. I thought he was pretty good. I thought he was a pretty good character. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? How do we get to? There we go. Oh, that was everything. Wait, that was everything. I was like, let's move on to the next one, the hardest one, but we did it. We finished it all. Amos would be so proud. So proud. Let's do some more deletes, shall we? Since we got some time, I think we'll just do another random, and then if we got time, we'll do a guessing in honor of Ams. Can we guess dogs today? That's a great idea. I'm okay with that. Math and logic. Let's see. There's a search up here, I think, right? Yeah. Dog. Oh no, there's no dogs. Do you have one in mind? Doggle. Okay. It's not on here, but let me go find it. Oops. I don't think I'll be very good at this, but Doggle. Guess the breed of the dog. You have 5 attempts. Try both single breed and mixed breed mode. Share the dog and your score. All right. Man, we have to like really guess, don't we? Why did it start all zoomed out like that? Probably because it was designed for mobile first. All right. Single breed. I have no earthly idea. Unless this was my own dog, I would be like some kind of like, I like the pointy ears. So are we getting some kind of like shepherd dog? Probably not. Definitely not German shepherd. I know what those look like. Some kind of shepherd. You think so too? Okay. I mean, there's Australian shepherd. That seems to be all the shepherd. Okay. It's not Australian shepherd. Is anything else in the picture a hint? Like the, what do they call these in Hawaii? Nothing else is really a hint. It's just about the breed. Okay. Airedale? I don't know what that is. Okay, so nothing specifically with shepherd. I am on single breed. Mixed breed is the next one. Yeah. German shepherds can be fully black as well. Okay. German shepherd Alsatian? Hang on. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but hey, there we go. Just German shepherd. Okay. Okay. Uncas the dog, submitted by Sandra. Thank you, Sandra. Let's do mixed breed. Oh no, it's a corgi something. It's a corgi. Is it corgi and what's the wiener dog? You think? Am I on the right? It looks so cute. Definitely corgi, right? Why can't I unclick that? Can I unclick that so we can see the dog more better? Okay, whatever. Schnauzer? No. Dachshund. There you go. I probably don't say that right. I always call them wiener dogs. Why can't I type? Hey. Why can't I type hey? Hey, why can't I type hey? It only lets me type a D. What is going on? Okay, let's go look through the list. B, C, D. Ah, there you are. There you are. All right, Corgi Dachshund, do we think? Dachshund. I'm not saying it right, and I know it. And I know it. I had a beagle, and that color is spot on. You think beagle? A corgi crossed with a beagle. Okay. That CH is very hard. Yeah. My sister's dog looked like this, but with more Pomeranian fur. You agree with Mew? You think we should go beagle? Okay. Corgi beagle. And is it this coloring like here, like with the black and the brown to the white? All right, here we go. Dachshund. Just like that? I've never heard you say that. There's a reason why I've never said it out loud, because I don't know how to say it. Oh, not a beagle. Maybe I was right. Oops, not Dalmatian. Where'd you go? I passed you. B, C, D. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, so like that face, especially the Dachshund, Dachshund. Hang on, how did my wife say it? Dachshund. The Dachshund face. I mean, do you get Murdoch from this a lot, Ashley? Do you get? That's kind of what I got from that face, which is why I was thinking this. And then corgi kind of with the ears. The ears. Damn. Apparently, I'm better at this than I thought I would be. Is there more? Can we do more? Here, let's go back to Doggle.app. Okay. Can you only do the daily? They don't let you go back in time? You can only do the one? Look at my stats. I have 100% win rate. That never happens. I did start with that, but I didn't know how to say it. Yeah, the back part's Murdy. Yeah. Murd. I did not think that would be achievable for me. Can we do earlier ones? It looks like it's only just that one, huh? Just the two. Okay. All right. Well, there's Doggle. Should we do a random one on here? Murdoch is such a good dog. He really is. My only gripe with that dog is how much he sheds. And he can't help it. He can't help that. That's just his, that's just the way that he was made. He's just, as Zeke says, he's just a little doggy. He doesn't know any better. And then he says the same thing about him. He's like, I'm just a kid. I don't know any better. I'm like, I know, and I'm trying to teach you. And then he says, well, you can't tell me what to do. That's my whole job. This is how our conversations go, guys. Like every day. Do you want to do, I mean, there's music, there's food guesser. I don't know if I'd be too good at food guesser. Or should we just do random? However, on the random, yeah, I'm going to take math and logic off of the random one. All right. If no input, I'm just going to click random. We're going to roll the dice. Thank you, Bebo. That's wonderful. All right. Random. Here we go. Looks like we're doing toppled. This is bithomus.co.uk. I don't know what this is. Good job, Clumsy. Make that bread. Make that paper. Get that bread. Make that paper. Is that the... Or make the bread, get the paper, right? Says it's still loading toppled. A daily word game. Ooh. Eat that bread. Shred the paper. Bread is made. I just picked up my paycheck. Nice. Hello? Bring home the bacon. True. When you make your choco chip cookies, do you use baking chips or regular chocolate chips? Good question. All right, this one doesn't seem to be loading, guys. It just kind of sits here. I want to know what this is, though. So let's go ahead and do another random one. We'll see. We'll come back to it, see if it starts. The letter loop. 2 5-letter words, 2 shared letters, 1 loop. How to play. Find the 8-letter circle word. There are 2 words to find. Letters may be only used once and have to be in the letter bank. The red circles are shared letters between the 2 words, okay? You must fill in every word before submitting. Example, if you had these letters here, you could spell the words music and charm. Notice that these words share M and C. One correct solution, music and charm. Oh, remember, there can be more than one solution. This is just one of the correct solutions. There can be more than one. Okay. Okay. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see it a little bit better. We are timed. Go. Give me. Thinking of using baking chocolate chip in bar form and chopping it so it's bigger chocolate. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Don't do this to me. Words, there's not an S. So we could do world. All right, that's got to be one. Okay, so now W is in our first one. D is in our next one. So we have to have a word that starts with a W. How can I choose where it goes? I guess I can't. Also gonna try browning butter. Ashley made brown butter cookies for Santa Non last year, and he told me, Santa told me, because he ate them all, he told me that he loved them. Here we go. Having to do this one backward. Waved, thank you. Having to do that one backward. Incorrect. It's possible it's not world. Do they both go top to bottom? This one started top to bottom, and then it goes around this circle. So it's just going around. Is it Sakurai? Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to hit that. What about a V? Vader. Ah, there's not another E. Wait. Vader. Vader and something else. Let's start. So then this word goes this way, but I have to spell it this way. I don't know many words. I don't have enough vowels for a word here. Yeah, I don't think Vader is gonna be one. Waved. I mean, waved is a proper word, right? Like, that's a word. We could go then from this way and do, I mean, it would be world as well. I wonder why they said that that's not, because I said there's several solutions to it. If you find 2 words that work, it should be good, right? Boom, roasted. Can I do roast? I can't even do roast. Revolution? No, that'll be too big. Something with an R, maybe? Oh, wait, you have to go in clockwise. Oh, so it has to spell this. Oh. We could spell the words music and charm. Okay, let's try that. Well, no, we don't have an M. It has to go top to bottom, bottom to top. Okay. That was from the tutorial. You're right. Okay. All right. I understand now. So L. What words could we do with L? So here, hang on. Let's go back to my original word, world. Then from here, a word that starts with D and ends with W. Ooh. Okay. Do. I don't know if there is any. So world is probably not like the best word for then. Loved drawl. Drawl. Incorrect. Did I spell it wrong? I guess it just doesn't like drawl. That does fit though. Wait, I spelled it wrong. There's no A, right? There's D-R-A. I spelled it wrong. Don't even. Right? Yeah. View stats? Not your fastest. You're over today's average. Shut up. Stop it. If I hadn't spelled it wrong, it would have been better. Is toppled? Toppled's still not loaded. I don't think we're playing toppled today. All right, the letter loop. I see you. What time is it? 7:13. Chrono photo. Oh, guess the date? Definitely before the 1960s. Now is this gonna be one of the ones where they put a black and white like filter on everything? And you're going to think it's like the 60s, but it's really like 1970s, and it's people, you know. Because I would think this would be like what? Like in the 20s? But I don't know how I would know, right? You'd have to know the model of the car. What do you guys think? I'm thinking somewhere around the 20s. But I'm 100% open on this because I have no way of knowing. Like, I'm sure there's some people who are like, well, I know that's the original Ford Model T, and that was in this time. And look, there's a motorcycle here. Motorcycles weren't really in common use until the 1930s. So we're going to bump that up a little bit here, and just using that kind of like obscure knowledge. Ooh, I can zoom though. What if there's just a date somewhere? If you zoom around enough, it's just like printed like right between the spokes. It says 1928. Wait, what? So yeah, maybe after the Depression. 1910, Mute saying 1910 to 1920s. Sometimes you need to wash our cups. So true. Ashley washes mine for me. She's so kind. She came in last night and got my coffee mug and washed it for me. She's the only reason why I have clean cups. Dr. Bebo coming in clutch again. He's got good advice today. And listen, like he learned it from you guys. All right, 1910s to 1920s. This is like ultra specific though. Do you think closer to the 1910s? 1927. That's very specific. Okay. What years were the Great Depression? Because like I feel like this was either before. I mean, unless these were like the rich guys. You're just guesstimating. These were like the rich guys, right? who had both a car and a motorcycle. Of course, maybe they're just passing each other on the road. I don't know anything about these people. 1929. I wonder if it'll tell me, like, let's split the difference. So we got Mute saying 1910 to 1920s. It started in 1929. Oh, wow. Why did I think that was like most of the 1920s? So, okay. Interesting. Why did I always think, well, they call it the Roaring 20s, I guess. So yeah, I guess the Great Depression started after the Roaring 20s. Okay, so yeah, you might be right. Like 19... Yeah, it was literally the 30s. Man, I don't know why. Like, I know the term the Roaring 20s. So I don't know why I always thought, 1920 was like the Depression era. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking these are some guys who are high on their own supply right before, as they say, the poop hits the fan. The poupon hits the fan, in fact. All right, 1927, 1929. Old School Quarter says 1936. So you think they were like in the Depression at that point? Or you're just saying that's when the Depression was? Kind of scary. We're heading to the 30s again, right on time for another Depression. Yeah, I mean, all right, this is round 1 of 5. So I'm wondering if the next round gives us more context, right? So we're going to guess 1927. I think that's pretty safe. Great Depression was 1929 to 1939. So Old School is saying to guess 1936. Wow, it was like a whole 10 years, huh? Wow. Yikes. The photo was taken in 1926. Wow, that's pretty close. That's pretty close, guys. Next round. Ooh, now this is my jam. I know this. 90. Hang on, let's zoom in. Yeah, we definitely have Windows going on here. So I'm thinking, and that's not like Windows 3.1. 1995 hit so hard for me in this photo right here. There's still VHSs. It's definitely the 90s, but it's after like this is definitely Windows 95, right? And before that, it would have been like Windows 3.1. There's a Pikachu. Nice. Oh, there's Lego. Where's Oh, he does have the Lego dragons. He does have the Lego dragons right there. This wizard looks familiar too. Dude, this guy rocks. Look at that ponytail. He's cool. He's a Fortune 500 CEO now, I'm sure. They're all crypto guys now. Yeah, so like probably not right at 95 because that's when Windows 95 came out. I think you're right. We need to bump it up just a few years. 96 or 97 is good. Anything beyond that, I think we're getting too close to the 2000s. It's like enough time for Windows 95 to be adopted. There's a controller down here. Ooh, I remember that controller. It looked like a keyboard. See, I'm gaining way more from this picture than I did from the car from the 20s, you know? Let me see if I see anything else. That is a box for a router. I'm thinking 96 or 97. How the F did they get a picture of me? Wait, is it me? That would be really funny. Was this you right here, the guy with the ponytail? Because that's really based, if so. This is so cool. Like, this is just some, look, they're in a, you can tell they're in their mom, one of these guys, this is their mom's basement, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. And they just have the bros over and they all sit around. Now that guy is on a laptop. That is definitely a laptop. Wait a minute. Now there were laptops then. And they were big. It looks like a chunky boy. That guy's on a desktop. That's a desktop. But yeah, it's just like you go over to your friend Chris's house and you set up a LAN and you have a little LAN party, which looks like what they're doing, you know? Yeah, definitely a LAN party. He's got a workout. He's got workout equipment right here. Heck yeah. Gonna get swole with the boys while playing WoW. Look at these guys. I love them so much. I want to be their friends. I want to go back here. I never got to experience this when I was this age, you know? I didn't have friends. All right, 97. Yeah. They're playing LAN Minecraft. I wish I could see the screen. If I could see the screen in the game, that would be. But yeah, I can't quite see the screen. So they're probably not playing Minecraft in 97. And also they could be not playing. They could be actually like working on something. This could be like a famous photo of a startup for all I know. Feel like I would be spending a lot less time on each photo. I know, but I love this picture. I love this. I'm nostalgic for it. All right. 2001. Oh no. When was XP? Yeah, they could have still been rocking. They could have still been rocking 95 in 2001. If they... Gosh, I want to make a joke so bad here right now, but it's like I lived through this. I should be able to joke on it, but I won't. Yeah, I feel like maybe I should have put more emphasis on the fact that he was on a laptop. That should have read closer to the 2000s for me. You know? Like, yes, laptops existed. Were they super common? No. They were not. But I think I latched too much onto the Windows 95. You know? I think they probably still could have been in 2001. Because I don't see the green taskbar down here. Of course, you could change that, right? Like, you could change the color. But, so it could have been. These are the guys who started Torrent. Are you joking, or is that real? Like, are these the guys who started Pirate Bay? I still 2001 would still hit. You're just down in the basement, in your mom's basement. You're getting swole with your workout equipment. You're playing, in 2001, you're playing... I don't know what game you'd be playing. I don't know. I was playing Jedi Knight. You're playing with your bros. It's early. It's early morning. You took the day off of school. It's September. There's a breeze outside. You're just down in the basement with your bros. All is right with the world. Nothing bad ever happens to you. And then... Next round. Okay. Hey, this is better. This is more suited for like AMs now. That's shawarma. Is this New York City? Is that the shawarma place? Or am I... Wait, no, that's not shawarma. That's shawarma. Wait. That's not shawarma. That's shawarma. They're probably coding naughty stuff. Probably. It's probably torrenting stuff, you know? They're probably just... It's probably just a little get together, you know? This is like Venice or something, right? Like... let's see. Is anybody on a cell phone? That's our first tell. Not a soul is looking down at a phone. What a world we live in. Give me the same picture right now. Look at the tips of the building. Right there? I mean, the bit's just under the roof. Kind of like right here. There's some trees. There's a Heineken. Those are poles to help move the furniture up. Really? Oh, they move it up like outside through the windows and stuff? I mean, I guess just because I see a canal, I shouldn't just automatically think. But I don't have to guess the place. I just have to guess the time, which is nice. Which is pretty nice. Casino City. So I think the fact that like almost nobody is on a device is pretty telling. So I think I'm thinking sometime in the early 2000s. Of course, I was way off on that computer one, but so I'm thinking later than that. What do we think? Ah, I recognize those shingles, only developed in the year 2014. You got it. Let's do it. I love the confidence. What if I just did it? I know you're joking, but I'm just gonna do it. 2009's not a bad pick. Like, I know we had phones kind of starting to become a thing. Like, this guy might be on a phone, like taking a phone call. But like, man, I'm not here to like pass some kind of moral judgment on people like looking down at their phones, heaven forbid. Because like, probably what half are you doing right now, and what I will probably be doing shortly after I end the stream. But that being said, it is pretty wild how much it's taken over our lives. Not to be the edgy, like, we need to disconnect from our devices kind of guy, but there's some bikes, none of which seem to be any of the app-controlled bikes. If it's past 2014, I'd be shocked for sure. Yeah, the clothing isn't like really early 2000s either, you're right. Maybe we have to shoot more. Okay, this guy's on the phone. He's yelling at somebody. He's mad about something. From the Black Tiger bar. Yeah, let's look more at the people, less at the surroundings. But you're absolutely right. They don't scream like early 2000s fashion just was like the 90s, right? Like early 2000s was still like leftover 90s. And I also don't really get that vibe from here. Of course, different country too. So like maybe clothing was a little bit different. Seems to me as normie clothing in Europe around then. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with 2009. You think 2014 to 2018? You think a little later than 2009? I feel like 2014 to 2018, we'd be seeing some, I don't know, we'd be seeing some devices, I guess. I don't know. Unless these people are just better than me. If it's 2014, I will die. Like, they wouldn't be as ubiquitous as today, sure, but like, this guy, he definitely is on like a flip phone, right? He's on one of the smaller like Motorola flip phones. It's not a giant one. I'm willing to bump up the date a little bit if you guys think we're going like after 2010, like maybe 2011. And 2014 just seems way too late though. Be cool if there's just a big clock and calendar in the middle, and if you zoomed right in, you'd see it. That'd be so funny. They should do that. Make it really easy. All right, how about 2012? 2012 just seems okay. I'm gonna guess it though. I'm gonna guess it because I do think 2014 through 2018 would be. 2012 feels really good. This photo was taken the year I was married. God, I'm old. What am I doing? What am I doing here? Holy cow, 2012. Good job. Good job, guys. Good job. Whoa, wrong one. Oh, no, this one. I didn't mean to laugh at you. All right, next round. When you're just around with your boys poking pickles, you know, just taking turns or doing it all together. Why didn't you get married there? Money, most. Yeah. 70s? 1954? Yeah, the clothing is definitely really dated. I was thinking 50s as well. The hair, yeah, the slicked over hair. It's either the 1950s or he's an independent Baptist in the 2000s. I don't know that from experience. What do we think? So, so we're thinking 40s is too low. Or are they attacking? I have no idea what's going on. I wish they would give us context after we guess. Like, you want to know why these guys are stabbing the same pickle with a fork? It was a game called Pickle Fork. Back in the day, this is what we did to entertain ourselves at the family barbecue. We'd each get a fork and try to stab the pickle at the same time. Whoever got the biggest chunk of pickle won. 1950. Yeah, do you like go for an edge and take off a big chunk, or do you go for the center and hope that the chunks that they take off at the side leave you with the bigger chunk in the center? Honestly, this is probably exactly what they're doing. How early? I'm thinking not late 50s. I'm thinking early 50s, even 51. 51, 52. I have no reason to think that it's close to the 60s, but I have a hard time thinking that it would be 50, like 1950 on the dot, you know? Quit lying. Stop it, Bebo. I'm not lying. 52 feels right to you? We all know the best part of the pickle is the dark end. Actually, I kind of think I like the middle pickle better. Especially if there's a stem on it. All right, 52. 1964. They were playing pickle in 1964. Just a bunch of bros out there in 64 playing pickle. Playing stab the pickle. Wow, okay. All right. Oh, is that Andretti? Is that Mario Andretti? I don't know what Mario Andretti looks like.
Shoot. Guys, I'm supposed to go to work today.
Do I really?
I gotta go.
Do I have to go? I don't want to go, Mr. Stark. All right, let's pick this one. This is definitely like 80s or 90s thing, right? Is he actually riding on a Formula One car? Where's Code? Code would probably know this. He'd be like, oh, that's this person. Dark? Hi, Kelt. How you doing? Thanks for clocking in 10 minutes ago. Sorry, I just noticed that now. And you're right, I'm late. And there's Dutch. Hey, Dutch. How you doing? Does anybody know who this man is? And why is he riding on a car? 1920s for sure. You might be right. I'm thinking the old 1800s. I can't even go back that far. I don't know, like 80s, 90s, 2000s. It's hard to tell this guy's hairstyle because it's being windswept, you know? Ready for the loots? I am so ready. I'm so ready. It's also nice to take a little bit of time off too, you know? I'm like, look, I'm looking forward to seeing everybody, absolutely. But I'm also looking forward to, like, I got time off work. I got time off stream. Like, the only drawback is that I have time off from my family. Like, that's the only drawback of the whole thing. But it'll be nice. It'll be nice. I'm gonna miss something fierce. I don't know. I do have to go to work, so I'm gonna just do my gut is telling me 1996. 1987. I was a little off on that one. Okay. I'm sure this is an iconic photo that somebody who is like an F1 guy is probably like, I know this. Somebody take a screenshot of it and put it in Discord for Code and say, Code, if I gave you this picture, would you be able to tell me, one, what year it was in, and two, what's happening? What's happening here? Is this an iconic thing, or was this just a random picture? Like, did someone just run out onto the course and jump on an F1 car? Like, what's happening here? Anyway. You were right close to the late 80s. Why did you change? I don't know. I didn't feel, looking at people's clothing here, it's blurred a little bit. This guy here on the right, that did not give me 80s at all. Like, those look like almost like skinny jeans. Like, that's why I was starting to think more closer to like the 2000s. And his hair was hard to tell. His hair gave me 80s at first, but then I realized he's riding on this thing and it's all just swept back. So it's hard to tell exactly what his hair like looked like beforehand. That guy like looks like he's wearing a beanie. I don't know. Yeah, the driver's still there and he's looking over at him like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You know? All right, anyway, well, that's going to do it for me, guys. Here's our game results. We did really good. We got 1926 there. I'm a little disappointed in myself on this one, but this is an iconic picture. I love it. We're spot on with that one. We're way off with that one and way off with that one. So overall, not great. Not great. 80s were tight jeans, though. Also looked like somebody was wearing capris. I don't know. I don't know my fashion. I go strictly off of vibes, you know? Strictly off vibes. Might be like a victory lap with a crew member. Maybe. Yeah. Like maybe that was the coach, the guy who speaks to them in the car, and he was like running out to have a victory lap with them. Tapered leg jeans were big in the 80s. Maybe so. All right, well, guys, we had a wonderful, productive morning today. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you so much. Tomorrow is our last stream. I guess we'll just play some Death Stranding tomorrow morning, and then I gotta spend the rest of the day getting ready for a flight and packing and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, we'll formally say goodbye tomorrow. I'm looking forward to the time away. There might be another like week or so I might take off from streaming in like August. I don't know. Maybe like the last week of August leading up to Swoltember. But we'll see. We'll see how refreshed and rejuvenated I am when I get back. There's a couple of things when I come back that I gotta deal with and take care of, and then hopefully things will kind of like calm down and be chill leading into September, I hope. So Kelt, I'll miss you too, buddy. I'll be thinking about you the whole time. I'll be like, man, I wish Kelt was here. We had some good combos that year. I really appreciate you. Are you doing a loots? No. Okay, bye. Anyway, no, seriously, I'll see you guys later. I am gonna raid and I'm gonna let you go. I'm not gonna raid again today. We'll start raiding again next week. Sorry, not next week. Yeah, next week. Next week you guys can raid all you want. I don't care. But no, when I get back and we get back onto like a regular schedule, we'll start raiding out again. Especially since pretty soon Loots is gonna come back, and then we'll just dump you all at Loots anyway. Cause let's be honest, that's where you're gonna be anyway, right? You know, half of you will already be there by the time I end stream, so you know, why not? Why not? Okay, take care, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. A little bit of Death Stranding, and then we'll say a teary goodbye. Okay. All right. Take care of yourselves. Okay. Please go drink some water.